Hi everyone, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. I'm Daniela, aka Danny Bo, and I am part of the Biota Project, a science communication organization dedicated to science, art, and social justice. I joined the Biota Project a few years ago, and I was drawn towards the project's mission of empowering and centering the voices and experiences of non traditional people in classic Western science. So, I have been in science and scientific fields for the last 10 years of my life. I was a biology and chemistry double major in my undergraduate, and currently I am in my 6th year of a PhD program in biology. I study honeybee genetics and behavior, and I didn't really understand how science was inaccessible to someone like me until I was, like halfway through college. I mean, I always knew that I didn't see a lot of people like me in science, but I never really understood the historical or the institutional reasons behind that until I became literate in that type of thought. So when I found the Biota Project, it was a breath of fresh air. Like I really liked being in a space where everyone is really, really aware and supportive of people like me in the sciences. So at the Biota Project, we like to marry science and art and then drop in a healthy dose of social justice and social consciousness to create this new type of knowledge. So, in particular, we like to center the voices and experiences of diverse demographics in our science communication. We find that something that isn't super common or popular yet in mainstream science communication, and so we definitely are trying to carve out a niche here and to serve communities and populations that we find are generally underserved. And to do this, we like employing a mixed media approach. So we like producing images, illustrations, but we also like to do podcast and film. We find that for a diverse audience, we really need a diverse medium through which to engage our diverse audience. And so we like exploring different media to communicate our science and our art and our social justice. So I'm happy to announce that the Biota Project is going to be launching a new community program initiative, which is a book club. So I came up with this idea because I'm a huge reader. I'm a huge bookworm. I love books. I love reading, and I love discussing what I'm reading with other bookworms and fellow reading nerds. I've been part of a few book clubs throughout my life, and I've always really enjoyed them. I love meeting new people, and I love being in community, and I love discussing, deep works of poetry and literature or nonfiction with people who are as passionate and inspired as I am. I wanted to do this book club in person, locally where I live, but thanks to the pandemic, I don't think that's going to be an option until things are under control. But the nice thing about going virtual is that anyone, anywhere can join, and that you only need, a Wi Fi connection and a webcam to be able to join this book club. I love book clubs because reading is such a solitary activity. You're usually reading alone, and I am a very social person, and so I don't like being alone too much. And so it's nice because book clubs give you that opportunity to take something that's very solitary and add like a social component to it. As I said, it's a good way to meet new people and engage with people and have a friendly, passionate discussion about something that you care about. So I'm happy to announce the launch of the Biota Book Club, and the first book that we're going to be reading, and I hope that you can join us for it, is Carolyn Finney's Black Faces, White Spaces, Reimagining the Relationship of African Americans to the Great Outdoors. And I'll pop a picture of that here somewhere on the screen because I don't have a physical copy of this book, but I do have a PDF version of it, and so I'll just paste the cover of the book here on the screen somewhere. So our current sci-art gallery is called Inclusive Outdoors, because it's all about how the great outdoors, nature, wilderness, national parks, all of that, how it relates to inclusivity and equity and accessibility to people of color and non-traditional outdoorsy people. Because I don't know about you, but as a Latina woman, I didn't really grow up hiking or going to national parks or being out in the outdoors too much, because it just wasn't something that my family did. And it also is kind of expensive to do all of that. And I didn't really grow up with the resources to be able to do all of that. So this sci art gallery really explores what it means to be non-traditional in the great outdoors, which is a space that has been really historically inaccessible to a lot of socioeconomic demographics. So you can see why this book, Black Faces, White Spaces, Reimagining the Relationship of African Americans to the Great Outdoors by Carolynn Finney, is a perfect book for this sci-art gallery. So part of our creative vision at the Biota Project is to have these different sci-art galleries throughout the year. So sci-art gallery, which is a hybrid of the words science and art to make sci-art, the vision behind a sci-art gallery is that we are modeling it after a museum exhibit experience. So kind of like how museums have exhibits that are in show for a particular length of time and all kind of revolve around a particular theme or idea or artist, we have a similar philosophy surrounding our creative content and what we put out there into the world. So for a particular length of time, usually about 2 months, we'll take a theme or a topic and really engage with it and explore it, and all of the content that we put out during that length of time has to do with the particular theme or idea that we're exploring. So actually, I'm going to be posting videos every week, kind of as a read-along type video series about my thoughts about the book as I read it. And hopefully many of you will be reading it alongside with me. I would really enjoy it if you did, and if you came to the book club. The book club is probably gonna happen around late June, so like June 30th, or even early July or mid-July, depending on how long it takes me to read it. But I'm really excited to be reading this work by Carolynn Finney. I think it's going to be super informative and really, really illuminating. And I think I'm going to learn a lot from it. So I'm super excited to be reading it. Again, let me know if you're interested in joining this book club by sending me an email at my email, which I will have linked down below. And I hope to see a lot of you lovely ladies there. All right, everyone, I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.